And the masters of the universe.
Fabulous secret powers were revealed to me the day I held aloft my magic sword and said,
By the power of Grayskull,
Alright guys, welcome to today's shoulder and tricep workout. I opened up with the shoulder workout with rear seated overhead press, bit of a mouthful. The keen-eyed amongst you will notice that today I'm not actually doing the full range of motion. I'm not locking out at the top. This was a little bit of an experiment and it worked. It was an experiment to see how much more stress I could put on the shoulders by literally never releasing that tension, keeping it in the real sort of, the area where the work is done the most, where all that focus is, because when you fully lock out, the triceps tend to take over and the stress on the shoulders are taken away. So this is why I opened up with this particular way of doing it, and it works. I mean, I only got 2 sets of 4 out on 100 kilos, which is nothing for me. Now, there was an ulterior motive for this also beyond just that, and that's because I wanted to do some focused tricep work at the end, which you'll see in just a bit. But basically, I've got a new bar, guys. I've got a Swiss Cambered bar, and this has become one of my new favorite toys, and I really just wanted to use it to do some French press basically, but that's a hard movement and it's not something you want to necessarily fail on because you can get crushed under it. And here we see now the bar in question. First of all, as you see, I start using it to do some front seated presses. Here we're just working on 60 kilos, which was my warm-up, and the next set, unfortunately I didn't film all of it. It was a breakdown set or a giant set. I start on 80 kilos, get 3 reps, do 60 kilos, 3 reps, so on and so forth, and I just keep dropping the weight until I can't move an empty bar. Great way to get a pump, but unfortunately I've only got the 60 and the 80 kilos, guys, so I've got the first part of this breakdown here. So this was the beginning part of my working set on here. And as I say, it hits really hard. That cambered on the Swiss bar gives 5 extra inches of movement. So that range of motion that I said I was lacking in the previous movements is obviously very much there at the bottom and obviously at the top where I was locking out. And as I say, this is one of the reasons why I didn't want to lock out my first movement, is because I didn't want to overuse my triceps at the beginning because I wanted to do this. This is French press variation of skull press. Basically what you do is you take the bar to the back of the head instead of to the front, to the bridge of the nose. It's a little bit safer in the sense that you're not going to bust your face if you drop the weight. Although it is more dangerous because if you fail, the bar can kind of get stuck behind you. So only do this if you've got a good setup like I have, or you've got a decent spot. But as you can see, I'm doing quite a lot of weight on here. This is a lot of weight. I'm really good at French press. It's always been a favorite of mine. It was taught to me right from day one of training as being a great staple tricep developer and builder. Fantastic for strength, fantastic for muscle mass. And of course, as an ex-powerlifter, it's fantastic for building up the bench, the lockout on your bench. Now I actually gonna get basically stuck under this one here. I pushed it right to the point of failure. You see, you need a good setup there because otherwise that bar would have been stuck behind my head. Now this wasn't the end of the workout, it's all the footage I have, so it's a quick one for today, but basically I then went on from here and I did some side delts, I did some banded side lateral raises, okay, and I kept the band behind me just to basically maximize the sort of angle where the bite goes into the muscle at its best. So try and do it behind you almost if you ever do it on dumbbells or bands, okay? Some guys tend to have it forward facing, you know, a little bit like that. You want to keep it behind you, it engages it much more. And I just did some other little extras for front delts and rear delts on the bands also. They were boring to watch, guys, hence why I muted them. I didn't want to film them to bore you. Anyway, guys, that's it for today. So, just a quick one. So, thank you so much for tuning in. Please feel free to go in the comments below and let's have a little chin wag. Let's have a little chat about your workouts, how it's going. Let me know how your training's going. But until then, guys, I will have another video coming out soon. So, until then, good luck, goodbye, and thank you for watching. Ta-ta, bye-bye.